Morning, everybody. Welcome to another Ken and Deb mid-morning show coffee break. Now, this is the last one of the week for Deb.
First and last.
That's right, because she's going on vacation next week, or I should say this week and part of next week, or a day of next week. So anyway, so she's going to be not here. Jared Hall will be here tomorrow, but well, I hope you have a great time.
Thank
Relaxing
you.
time.
I'm looking forward to seeing my son and going out west a little bit. So
Good.
being able to visit with him is such a blessing.
Do some hiking.
Yeah, and if any of you, have kids away from home, you know what a blessing it is.
It is.
You do too.
Yeah.
That when you get together with your kids that live far away from you,
Yeah.
you don't get to do that but once a year or so.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm just really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we saw, as a matter of fact, one of my son Sean's childhood friends, and they're still best friends today, got married yesterday.
Oh, neat.
And Sean was best man, and my little grandson, Sean Jr., was the ring bearer.
Aw,
and they were all
cute.
dressed up, but it just really kind of, it was really touching to see because we haven't seen them in so long. And it was just really, how it makes your heart feel. You go, I really miss them.
Yeah.
And I know how
miss
you
your
feel that way
kids.
as well.
Yeah, I mean,
And so,
if you've got little ones at home, just give them a big hug right now because they're going to grow up. And
that's right.
they're not always going to be around to give a big hug to.
Right, exactly. So
take advantage of it. Yep.
Yes.
It seems
Words
like
from-
it seems like a long time when you're changing diapers all the time or they have constant needs
Right.
when they're little.
Right.
But they do grow up
Yep.
and
Jared Hall yesterday spoke at our church, and he started off his sermon by saying, "My name's Jared Hall. I'm married to Melissa, and we have 3 boys." He goes, and he named off their ages, and he goes, and we're tired all the time. So yeah, you do get that way. You get tired and you think, "Whoa, this is never going to end," and then all of a sudden, boom, it's gone,
right.
and the kids are gone. And so take
Right.
advantage of the time you have. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But,
it's
yeah.
a blessing.
It sure is. So thanks to everybody for joining us so far this morning. We've got Heidi and Jordan checking in with us. Appreciate that. Many others as well. We can't see all of you because you haven't said hi. We know we have 5 people watching. So let us know if you're watching and you haven't made a comment. Just
And would you walk on the moon? If you were given a chance to go to the moon, would you do it?
right?
Would you get in that spaceship and take off into space?
And also nowadays, they are looking at giving people, if you have enough money, the chance to go
Yes.
up into space.
Yeah, to the space station.
Yeah.
Yep. They're going to be doing that.
Would you do that? That'd be interesting.
I'd rather go to Colorado.
I'm perfectly happy
California.
with my feet right here on the ground.
Me too. I just have no desire to go out into space. Maybe I live there too much as it is.
So, yeah, also, what'd you do this weekend? Did you have a good weekend? I know it was really hot, really super sticky.
Oh, on Saturday
this
was
weekend.
awful.
Yeah, it was really bad.
So you guys remember how you told everyone probably not the day to mow?
Yes.
I decided I'm a rebel. I'm going to do it. I shouldn't. And I mowed Saturday morning, and it was not fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mowed too, Jeremy.
You guys mowed on Saturday?
Yeah.
I think I got done before noon at least. But it was.
Well, my front
It was brutal.
sections of my house, I either needed to mow or I needed to get out the baler. One of the two. It was getting that point. It was getting tall. And so I needed to mow it. And I waited till later in the day a little bit. But it didn't help that much. But a little bit.
Wow. I stayed inside and washed the bathrooms or whatever.
There's Casting Crowns. It's called Slow Fade on Moody Radio at 7:07. Good morning. Ken and Deb here on this Monday morning. Also, we are streaming, live streaming on Facebook right now. If you want to check that out, Ken and Deb in the morning when you go to Facebook. And you can make a comment there. And so we're asking about, would you go to the moon if you could, because it's Moon Day today, the anniversary of that day. Or we also talked on Facebook as well about if you're rich enough or could afford it, I guess you can, will eventually be able to maybe go into space, to the space station.
Yes. Would you take off and go into space? And why would you do that?
Hey, some people, yeah, some people are adventurous. more adventurous than me.
I know.
Um,
It's like the people that climb Mount Everest. I can't figure it out.
At least you're on the ground, or at least you're on on Earth.
That's true, but I don't know. I just can't understand
Yeah,
doing that.
right?
It's so dangerous to do that. But that's the mother in me. You can climb anywhere, but not Mount Everest.
So we do have a story from Pam. She said in July 1969, I remember my dad waking us kids up to watch the moon landing. We grumbled at the time and have since thanked him for doing that. He also made sure that we were in front of the TV for the first walk on the moon.
Oh, neat.
I'm grateful to my dad for making sure we didn't miss out those historic moments. So thanks, Pam.
Very cool.
Yeah, that is cool. So maybe you've got a memory about this moon day. Let us know.
Our phone number is 800-221-9356.
It is 7:09, and Ryan Stevenson, Mac Brock still ahead.
So here's a question. What would you take to the moon with you? I mean, they placed a flag up there, but
Right.
what if you could leave anything up on the moon? What would you leave?
Deb's she's not advocating littering on the
No.
moon. Okay, just wanted to let you know.
No, or what would you have to have with you as you went on the moon?
Yeah.
It's kind of too bad that they didn't have smartphones.
I don't know if you can get signal on the moon, Deb.
Yes, that's true. I don't know how those satellites work.
So going off of your question about
Okay.
going to the moon, so far it looks like we're tied 1-1.
Okay.
Carrie says yes, but Heidi says no moon for me.
Okay.
Oh, she does say, though, waiting to fly with Jesus at the rapture.
Yes, that's right.
I guess it does depend on who you're with. I wouldn't mind going with Jesus anywhere, and we do
Right.
go with Jesus everywhere. So
Yeah.
that maybe should change my perspective on this. Maybe I should be more open to going into space.
I mean, I agree with that, Deb. It depends on who you're with. Like, if Ken is flying the spaceship, I'm not really going to go. But maybe some of those SpaceX astronauts,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I've heard, and I don't know if it's probably just conjecture, but when we all get our heavenly bodies and we do get to heaven, some have said, well, we'll be able to go and explore the universe.
Oh, wouldn't that be? That's going
And
to
so
be cool.
even just even if we just dream about that, so we can go see the moon anytime we want. Then it'll be very cool. So I don't know if that is necessarily scriptural or not.
Right.
A lot of conjecture in that, but hey, we're going to have a spiritual body, and so I don't know if that's going to be true or not. See if all of God's creation, and He created the universe. So
That's right.
Anyway,
That's right.
that kind of things.
All the things that we'd be able to explore and learn, and wow,
Yeah.
I can't even imagine all of.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's neat.
Ken and Deb here at 7:11. Thanks so much for being along with us. Hey, so we're doing a contest all this week called the Fruit of the Spirit Gift Basket contest. And so we're giving away 2 of those each day online at moodyradio.org/Quad Cities. You can go sign up there. But also on the air, we're having you text the Fruit of the Spirit. It's going to be a different one each day this week that we're leaving out
Right, the missing fruit.
of the list. And so what you'll need to do is text the fruit of the Spirit that we leave out of the list, and that's it. No question mark, no emojis, nothing. Just that fruit of the Spirit. And the number is 800-221-9356. Here's the list.
Okay. Love, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control, kindness, patience, peace.
Okay. So which one of the fruits of the Spirit is being left out? One more time, Deb.
Love, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control, kindness, patience, peace.
Okay, so which one of the fruits of the Spirit have we left out? Text it to 800-221-9356, and all of the correct answers will be put in a drawing for a couple of those gift baskets just before 9 o'clock this morning. Here's Mac Brock.
All right, guys. We got 2 more votes. Both Daves, Dave K and Dave L, have said no to the
No.
moon.
All right.
We should ask now, if you say no to the moon, do you still fly here on Earth? Like, would you still take an airplane?
Oh, okay.
Some people don't.
Airplane, I'm fine with.
Yeah, I'm fine with an airplane too.
Now, jumping out of an airplane, perfectly good
No.
airplane, is something I'm going, no.
No. I think, though, if I can remember correctly, I think that the Bible was quoted during the first moon.
I think so.
I'd have to look that up.
I have to, yeah. I did hear a
But-
story, though. I think that all of the astronauts took a Bible with them
Okay.
to the
Okay.
moon. I think I heard that. But anyway, different times that we were living in,
Oh,
right?
yeah, really.
In the 60s than today, the way our culture is today,
Mm-hmm.
and just how the Bible is not looked upon
No.
as favorably today as it was then. Not to get all philosophical or anything, but boy, we have a job as believers to really get out and be ambassadors, to witness for Christ, especially in this world when so many people don't even have a clue what the Bible says.
Right.
You know, there's so many studies out there that have shown about how people don't even know who Jesus is a lot of times, except for a swear word, you know?
Right.
And so, yeah, we have a big job ahead of us, but that's what we're called to do, right?
Right. And hopefully we're doing that as we go through our day, sharing his word with others. I mean, the beginning of the Bible, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Right.
I mean, even that, when you think of the moon landing, just what they were looking at, you know, just knowing that God, you know, as they left the earth and being able to see the earth and all its beauty,
Right.
being able just to realize that God was the creator of this.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, today there's really no understanding of any creator amongst many
Right.
people.
Yeah, and I've read stories and heard stories about how the astronauts, when they were looking back at the Earth, and how they, you know, it was like an epiphany
Right.
for them of how God had to have created it. You know. Anyway, some interesting stories. So, I remembered what Jared Hall preached about in our sermon yesterday: missed opportunities,
Oh, missed opportunities. Okay.
and how he tied that in with some different things of that story of David bringing the ark back. Anyway, so that was maybe tomorrow when he's on with us on the air. We'll
Oh, yeah.
have
I'm
him share
looking
that.
forward to having him. I'll listen in as I'm driving out of town.
Yeah. As she's waving goodbye to us. There's Mac Brock and Greater Things on Moody Radio at 7:16. And so we've been asking you, would you go to the moon or not? And so we've been also live streaming on Facebook and asking everybody there as well, would they go or not? Is it tied still, or is it pretty much, I think it's pretty much no is winning. Would not go to the moon, I think, is winning. But would you go to the moon or do you have a story about the moon landing or that particular time from either your relatives or you yourself? Remember where you were, what you were doing? Let us know.
Our phone number is 800-221-9356.
And another question that Deb threw out there was, what would you take to the moon?
Yeah.
And we actually did have Carrie get a hold of us and say a teddy bear.
A teddy bear.
Oh,
There you
I
go.
can see that. It'd be comforting. It's kind of like bringing your blankie.
Yeah. It's like bringing your blankie. Would you call the bear Mooney then? I don't know. What would you name the bear? All kinds of different ways we could talk about this.
It'd be great to have something, though, soft and cuddly to hold, because it's a scary thing going to the moon.
Yeah, I can see the astronauts now. We're going to the moon. And I've got my teddy bear.
Teddy bear in one hand, control in the other.
Right. Let us know your comments, 800-221-9356. Could name him Spacey.
Oh, well, they were going where no man had gone before, right? I mean, they
Right.
were stepping into a whole new place and not even knowing what to expect up there. And
That's right. They could
I
name
can't
him
even
Wonder.
imagine. Yeah, Wonder.
Wonder the bear, because
I
we wonder why we're going.
It is amazing what those astronauts have to go through to be able to take those flights, though, into
Oh, yeah.
space. Boy,
Well,
I
the
mean, I don't think
gyroscope- the gyroscope test.
Oh, I would never make it.
No.
I could never make it.
No.
They'd, yeah. I'd be so sick.
I was just going to say,
That would not work at all. But you do admire people because they have to go through a lot
sure.
to be able to be an astronaut and even
Yeah.
be able to go up into space. And then they do experiments up there too, and we've learned from the things that they've learned from the moon. I mean, there's been takeaways from space exploration that we've used in like
Oh, yeah.
science. And
Right. Heidi said that they got their first color TV to see the moon landing.
Oh, that's neat.
That was pretty cool.
Very cool. I see that Jeremy put the picture of the moon landing, or the flag.
Yep.
That's cool. I don't remember us having I think we had a black and white TV. I was trying to think. I don't think we had a color TV that early.
I don't think we did either.
But
I remember still having a small black and white TV in the kitchen. My mom would watch that for many, many years.
I still have a small TV in my kitchen.
Black and white?
Not a black and
Okay.
white, though. So Ron said, yes, I'd
Yes.
go to the moon.
Right. Great to have you along with us here this morning. It is Ken and Deb at 7:20, and we're talking a little bit about going to the moon. To the moon, Norton, to the moon. But yeah, what have you remember about that? Do you have a story or do you have a memory about that? I think Jerry has got
Yeah.
something for us. Morning, Jerry.
Yeah. Morning, you guys. I just think I would go because it would be a very wonderful experience that few people on the earth would go, be involved in.
Yeah.
And then also, I would like to see if Alice Cramden was there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. So, Jerry, are you a pretty
Yeah,
adventurous person by nature anyway?
With some things, yeah. So
Okay.
it's limited. So I'd say possibly.
Yeah. Okay. Just curious because it seems like somebody to do that type of
Oh, yeah.
event would have to be very adventurous. And that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
So, Jerry, what's the
Yeah,
bravest thing you've ever done? If you can think.
Zip lining.
Zip lining. Okay.
I just had a memory come up on
Yeah.
my Facebook page from 3 years ago when we were out at Camp Summit
Oh, yeah.
and we
that's so
did the
much
zip
fun.
lining. That was pretty fun.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Jerry, thanks. Have a
Yeah.
good day.
You as well. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care. So, all right, so Jerry's in. How about you? Would you go to the moon or not? Let us know, 800-221-9356. News is up next. Here's Ryan Stevenson with the gospel.
Yesterday in Sunday school, we were in one psalm that was talking about God looking on the earth. He stoops down to see the heavens and the earth. And someone pointed out that he stoops down to even see the heavens.
Wow.
So he's way above the heavens.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
mean, that's incredible to think how great and how awesome our God is. I was just thinking of
Right.
that when we were talking about this, that when we are in heaven, I mean, if we have that perspective, like you
Right.
said, we'll be able to explore things we've never even known were there.
Right, exactly. You know, it's a good thing that I don't know everything that God knows because my mind would explode.
Oh, no, I could never.
You know, I can't even fathom that. But also, on the other hand, too often times I, myself, and I'm sure other people, put God in a box. You know, only limit him to certain things when he is so much more than that.
Right.
And so, yeah, forgive me, Lord, for doing that, for putting you in a box and not, realizing how magnificent and powerful you
Yes.
are.
Yeah. How
so.
big he is, how awesome he is.
That's right.
How majestic. Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, some thoughts about Moon Day. What do you think? Let's see. We've got Lori that said, my father's son-in-law worked for Boeing. He was involved in the Gemini program.
Wow.
My husband saw one of the Gemini launches, yet it didn't matter how much my father-in-law talked to his mother about the moonwalk. She didn't believe it happened. People of that age just couldn't believe something like that could happen.
Isn't
I
that
can see that.
interesting? So
And
we're
there's still
just
some
question-
conspiracy theories out there,
Right.
that believe that it never happened. It was all staged and everything else. But there's also people out there that believe the Earth's still flat, too. So, I mean, it's like, okay.
Yeah, there's a whole group that believe the
Oh, yeah.
Earth is flat.
Oh, and some of them are adamant. I mean, they've got the scientific proof, and all this stuff that they think, anyway. It's just interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well,
Phyllis
Phyllis said.
says, yeah, to the moon. Now, I'm not saying if she's saying yeah to the moon, Alice or her. You have to clarify there, Phyllis.
We'll send Alice to the moon.
Right. There you
We'll
go.
stay right here.
All right, so we'll leave that debate going while we close out our Ken and Deb mid-morning show coffee break for this Monday. Have a good vacation,
Thank
Deb.
you. Thank you.
We'll see you in a little over a week.
Yeah, have a good week.
All right, Jared Hall will be on with us tomorrow morning